Lib. 1. 0 watching now. 0 likes. Lib. 5 seconds. Welcome to Live Chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community. Chat options. Button. Share. Button. Share. Button. Chat op. Learn more. Button. Switch camera. Button.
Okay, it says I'm live. This is my first time doing this.
Welcome to Live Chat. Switch camera. Button. Microphone unmuted. Button. Welcome to Live Chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines.
Oh, this is gonna be a mess.
Welcome to Live Chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines.
All right, let's see if we can get anyone in this shit show. Let's make a little tickety talk. See if I can call the troops in. That didn't work, is it? Still kind of low, but oh well. But now to the it's terrible. Screw it. If anyone's watching this right now, this is my first time trying to figure this out. I am legally blind. I can tell that it looks kind of screwed up, but I don't have a tripod. I'm on my iPad.
Welcome to Live Chat. Remember to chat options. Button. Welcome to Live Chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines.
See TikTok. See if we can get anyone watching.
Before the inauguration, my powder bath downstairs was this.
Voiceover on. Record video. Button. Speech off.
Ahoy there, all my seaworthy sailors. Just a reminder, I am streaming right now. I'm on YouTube. That's a mirror. But but I am alive. It looks like a mess. I'm aware I don't have a tripod. I'm on my iPad, but we're live, sailors. Come talk to me, please. I'm lonely.
Speech on. You have recorded 30 of 59 seconds. Voiceover off.
Ahoy there, all my seaworthy sailors. Just a reminder, I am streaming right now.
Voiceover on. Add description. Ellipsis. Empty line. Add description. Delete. Cat I. Cat Al. I. V. E. Space. N. O. E. Numbers. E. Letters. W. Numbers. Space. Space. Numbers. Space. Number sign. S. Y. T. Y. T. R. E. A. N. I. N. Y. Y. G. Number sign. Number sign. Voiceover off.
Boop, just a quick video.
Oh, I think a woman should be able to kill one man a month. What's that? He has like a disease or something. He can't talk. He had a stutter. When I was born, some of the doctors said I had the rib cage of a large cat. And some of the doctors said I had the heart of a lead. Oh, I think a woman should be able to kill one man a month. What's that? He has like a disease or something. He can't talk. He had a stutter.
There we go. It's out. It's out into the open. Let's see if that helps.
Cat W. Switch camera. Button.
And I'm just gonna. There's gotta be a good way to go about this.
Microphone unmuted. Button. Enable retouch. Button. Save highlight. 0 watching now. 0 likes. Enable microphone on. Switch camera. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines.
Well, I'm just gonna start talking anyway, even if no one's here. Someone might watch this later. Hello, welcome to the shitboat. I really have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I am Sad Sailor. You can just call me Sailor if you want. It's the internet, and I'm not gonna give my name out on here. That's just a recipe for trouble. I am primarily on the TikTok, but because of everything that had been going on over there, this is my account on here, on the YouTubes. And I thought it would be fun to just go live and make a stream of consciousness. I do a lot of videos discussing things of the spiritual nature, discussing the reasons why I have crippling depression, which I believe are valid, by the way. I've discussed why I refuse to get help, like professional quote unquote help for it. My mind just goes wherever it wants to go. There's no rhyme, reason, or rigid structure to my content. So, I hope you enjoy. I don't know where this is going to take us, but it should be somewhere interesting. I like boats. That's why I named myself Sad Sailor, because in real life, in the physical world, I race sailboats. I am legally blind, and in the city I live, Chicago, there's a program for people with disabilities that teaches how to race sailboats. Well, first, it teaches how to sail in general, how to, navigate the boat with a disability and, pull the sails and all that good stuff. And then, if people want to graduate to racing.
Learn more button. Armor Love, what is your zodiac sign?
Oh, someone actually joined. Hello. Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio sun. I don't know what all my houses are in, though. Also, welcome. I was just going on about how this... I don't know what I'm doing, but it should be fun. Are you from the TikTok?
Cat A, learn more button. Cat L. Armor Love, what is your zodiac sign? Armor Love, from TikTok.
Okay, I feel a little bit safer then. Yeah, as you know from my videos there, I am visually impaired, so that, I don't know if you can hear that in the background, the thing that's that I'm using to try and read your chats. That's called a screen reader. Specifically, it's called VoiceOver. It's a feature on Apple devices. I'm on my iPad right now. And that's how I'm able to read, type, and like comments. It might be a bit finicky with a moving chat, so forgive me if I miss some messages. But yeah, that's how I'm watching y'all. That's how I'm watching y'all.
Armor Love, Scorpio is my moon sign. Yes, I hear it.
It's an interesting sign, isn't it? I still don't know why. I don't know that much about animals, but aren't scorpions primarily a land creature? I'm surprised it's a water sign. I learned that, and I was genuinely a bit shocked. But it makes sense. I mean, I have an obsession with boats. Everything related to boat, not just sailboats, just anything maritime related. I have an unhealthy... My mind is a library of useless knowledge when it comes to anything that floats.
Armor Love, how did you get introduced to mysticism?
I'm assuming you mean all the spiritual stuff. Well, the thing that really opened the floodgates for me, so to say, back in 2020 when the C virus started. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. When that started, I, like everyone else, was stuck in the house, and I was already kind of seeking at the time. I was trying to go down the atheist route, you know, telling myself and everyone around me that there is no God, there is nothing out there, and that we're all just gonna become worm food, and you know, all the stereotypical things that angry atheists say, right? But every time I'd say that, I felt like I was lying to myself and everybody around me. So I started seeking, and at some point during the year of the C virus, I came across Michael Newton's book, Journey of Souls. It was on Audible, and I listened to it. And have you ever listened to a book or a movie, something related to the soul, something mystical, and you feel a sensation like right in here. It's very powerful. You start crying sometimes if it's really resonating with you. That's what happened with that book, and instinctively, I just knew. Okay, there's truth here. I need to go further. So I went further. I started reading Dolores Cannon's books, and then I read Heaven and Hell by Emanuel Swedenborg. I've studied the lost books of the Bible, the Guru Granth Sahib, the Holy Book of the Sikhs. I've studied the books of the Baha'i Faith, and it was just a matter of putting puzzle pieces together. I've been studying quantum physics for a while. I can't grasp much of the equations. Math hurts my brain, but I mean, when you put it all together, it makes everything start to make sense.
Armor love. Yes, all the time. That's all I watch. You feel the warmth and the affirmation of the knowledge. Save highlight. Button. Armor love. Yes, all the time. That's all I watch. You feel the warmth and the affirmation of the knowledge.
Again, forgive me if I miss some, if I don't respond to your chats right away. It's I used to have a Periscope when that was a thing, and you know, when the new chat would pop up, my screen reader would just automatically read it. But I guess it doesn't work like that for YouTube chats. So yeah, forgive me if I'm not responding that fast.
Save highlight. Armor love. Yes, all the time. That's all I watch. You feel the warmth and the affirmation of the knowledge.
So I do have an idea to make the live a bit more free flowing and fun, because I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of ego happening inside of me right now. It's pretty awkward. I can tell. So I'm gonna I'm gonna inhale a little something something, a little of the Lord's lettuce, if you will. I'm not gonna do it right in front of the camera because I know that would probably get me axed right away. Because usually when they call it being high for a reason, my friends. When you're elevated, that's when the mind starts to explore. That's when you're closer to the etheric realms.
Cap A. Armor love. Scorpios are connected. Armor love. Yes, all the time. That's all. Armor love. Scorpios are connected to the unseen and occult knowledge. Save highlight. Armor love. Scorpios are connected to the unseen and occult knowledge.
We probably are. I just thought we're straight up insane, but you know, that's another way to look at it too. So I'm going to I have a pen, like a pen with, like, because I hate fire. I don't like, when you're visually impaired, fire is not your friend. When you can't see what the flames are doing, and all you have to go on is the heat on your skin, that's not a good combination. So I have like a wax pen with the Lord's lettuce in it. I'm gonna go off camera for a second. Take a little, and we'll let the energy flow. BRB. You gotta cough to get off, am I right? Come on, you. Sorry you had to hear that.
Cat A. Armor love. You better light it up, goddess. Fort Cat A. R. Romeo. Angel Rosario. Oop, you smoke lettuce. Period. Armor love. No, you know what you're talking about around is crazy. Smoke you pen, you don't owe anyone explanation. Save highlight. Button. Armor love. No, you know what you're talking about around is crazy. Smoke you pen, you don't owe anyone explanation.
Excuse me. It takes a minute for it to go away. I don't even inhale it that often. I prefer to eat the Lord's lettuce. But that would take too long. And I'm streaming now, so oh, I need some water. This is real. This is real content right here. Sorry about that.
Armor love. No, you know what you're talking about around is crazy. Marshall McWorkle. Message retracted. Armor love. You know exactly what you be talking about your views in life. Angel Rosario. Drink some water, love damn face with tears of joy. Save highlight. Button. Angel Rosario. Drink some water, love damn face with tears of joy.
I did. It, like I said, it just takes a minute. But yeah, I hear a couple of other names in the chat. Welcome. Welcome to the shitboat. So any requests then? Anything specific that you all would like me to discuss tonight?
Save highlight. Button. Angel Rosario. Drink some water, love damn face with tears of joy. Angel Rosario. Drink some water, love damn face with tears of joy. Cat A. N. No, Armor love. This is your show.
Well, I know, but I don't know. I've never hosted a proper show before. You know, it could be like improv. You ever been to an improv theater or watch Saturday Night Live? Their stuff is basically improv, right? You guys know I've heard that that show has been going for 50 years. 50 years. That's older than the Simpsons. That's a seriously old program, and it's still going. Like there's no way after like how long did it take shows to get bad? Like what? How long has SpongeBob been running? Over 20, I'm pretty sure. Some people say it got bad after the first movie, but I disagree. I feel I liked later SpongeBob. Um, I feel like after the I don't even know like after like the 10th, what was it, 10th anniversary episode where he had like a huge party at the Krusty Krab and everyone was like getting lost in the like the back rooms basically. I feel like that's when I kind of fell off of SpongeBob, but you know, some later season episodes were pretty fire, I believe. There's some memes there.
Armor Love, we came to be in your world.
My world's a mess, honey.
Cafe. Armor Love, yes, you have your TikTok videos as a show. Armor Love, 50 year of the evil's mind controlling through the show. Save highlight, button. Armor Love, 50 year of the evil's mind controlling through the show.
Like it's such a it's still there. Sorry. It's not even like particularly good comedy, is it? I'm gonna make somebody mad with that. Sorry, not sorry, but like I've seen some SNL sketches. Some of them are hilarious, but like it's not, you know, it's not top theater here, right?
Share, button. Armor Love, 50 year of the evil's mind controlling through the show. Save highlight, button. Armor Love, 50 year of the evil's mind controlling through the show. Armor Love, 50 year of the evil's mind controlling through the show. Armor Love is comedic programming for suggestive imagery in the minds of.
Well, I don't. I'm sure some like some things in quote unquote comedy should not be jokes. All right, we shouldn't be laughing at like death. You know, there's so many jokes about like war and guns and serious political shit going on. I'm starting to sound like a sailor. Sorry, but like those shouldn't be jokes. In my personal opinion. I know there's dark jokes, but like there's some things that are just dark. You know? Like I watched one SNL skit once where I think it was like I've seen a couple. It was like a recreation of God, what am I? I'm elevated. Sorry. I watched an SNL skit once where it was presented as what I'm assuming was like a college commercial. I'm pretty sure that's what it was meant to be. It was this father, you know, seeing his daughter off for what we think at first is school, right? We think it's school, and then like a van pulls up, and there's a logo on it. I can't tell you the details of the logo, but if you've seen the sketch, you already know, and if you don't, you're gonna gasp. Uh, there's this logo on it, and you hear the crowd react. And I'm still thinking that there's something funny here, but like the dad's seeing his child off for school or something, right? And then like all of us, like the dad is like, be safe out there, and the daughter is like, Dad, it's just ISIS. What? What the was that? And like at one point, the daughter gets in the van, and the daughter is like he puts his hand on top of the car and is like, take care of her, and the driver's just like, death to America. That's terrible. Like, some things should not be laughed at, even though I just laughed at that. Like that. Some things are dark jokes, and some things are just dark.
Armor Law is comedic programming for suggestive imagery in the minds of. Armor Law, what do you know about mind control? IDK, do you have much knowledge on zodiac signs? Energy Insider Tarot, hi. Cappy. N. November. Energy Insider Tarot, save highlight, button. Energy Insider Tarot, Energy Insider Tarot, IDK, do you have much Energy Insider Tarot, hi. Energy Insider Tarot, I came from TikTok.
Hello again. I'll say it again then. I'm using that reading that you hear in the background. That's my screen reader. If you're coming from TikTok, you know that I'm visually impaired, totally blind in the left eye, very nearsighted in the right eye. So I use what's called a screen reader to be able to read, write, and like comments. And I guess it's kind of finicky with a moving chat. So forgive me if I don't respond right away, or you hear voiceover repeat some chats. I have to, I guess, constantly be checking to try and catch what I can. So someone asked about mind control, I believe. I have some knowledge on that, but honestly, some things I know I need to dig deep into, right? I know it's crucial to really cracking the code, so to speak, getting out of here, truly ascending. I'm still doing my shadow work, all right? I'm not perfect. Some things my ego is still afraid to touch, because it knows when we go there, there is no going back. So I know a bit about mind control. I know about the whole, MA Ultra stuff. Music is basically mind control. It's all sound itself. Words are spells. There's control in the frequencies. Like, it's all, there's mind control everywhere, really.
Energy Insider Tarot, hi. Kathy. Energy Insider Tarot, Armor Love, can they turn on alert so you can hear a comment notification? Energy Insider Tarot, that is such a cool tool. Save highlight, button. Energy Insider Tarot, that is such a cool tool.
I don't know, a comment alert, but I mean, like I said, this is my first time streaming, so I don't know how to do anything like really advanced like that yet. That's probably not even advanced, but it is to me. But if I can figure out how to without cutting the video off, or for the next one, I will, because that would make this a whole lot easier.
Energy Insider Tarot, that is such a cool tool.
It is, really. It's I was born blind, born visually impaired. I grew up learning how to use Braille at first, uh, which, you know, very privileged in that aspect. Sadly, not a lot of blind people get the opportunity to get the kind of, you know, education experience that, you know, I and a lot of others in Chicago got to. Because if you're not within access of a specialized room like that, like my school, both of my schools, they had what's called resource rooms, and they were devoted to, you know, the blind and the visually impaired kids. In my grade school, this is like I said, stream of consciousness here. It's gonna get. I might be doing some shadow work on the camera. In my elementary school, we had a resource room devoted to the blind and visually impaired kids. It was full of Braille writers, which is basically, think of a typewriter, but with like 9 keys, 6 for typing, 1 for a space, 1 to go back, and 1 to go down a line. Braille is complex. If you want to hear about that, let me know. That's a whole video in itself. But I grew up with that. In my high school, we had a resource room as well. My elementary school resource teacher, she is a big reason that I feel like I'm the soul that I am today. She, like, that woman, she won a golden apple for a reason. She did not have to do the majority of the stuff she did for us, but she did it. Like, I learned what beat baseball was in my grade school. We got to play it every year in April. She would, like, split up the room. There'd be, like, you know, like, say we had 15 of us in there, or 20 of us. We'd have 10 per team, all grades, it was all grades in there, K through 8. Everyone was allowed to play. It'd be like 10 a team. We played beat ball. She'd make shirts for us. She had equipment, like balls and bats and a base that, like, she bought with her own money. She bought the shirts for us with her own money. She got, at the end of the school year, we'd have this thing called the Beat Baseball World Series, where all of our classes would come out and watch us play out on the school field. Like, it was fun. She did not have to give us that fun, but she did. Like, that's love. That's love right there. She did a lot of things. That's love.
Energy Insider Tarot. That is such a cool tool. Armor Love. Don't be afraid of going beyond. You have already conquered more than most. IDK. Hi. Is it possible to be 2 zodiac signs at once if you're born on the cusp between 2 signs? It's okay if you don't have knowledge on this.
Hello, and yeah, I don't really study the astrology all that much. I tried to. I know, like, the bare minimums of it, but for whatever reason, astrology just doesn't click with my energy.
Golden Brown family. Hi, Sailor.
Hello, Golden Brown.
Angel Rosario. Love your content, by the way. What kind of witchcraft magic do you like or stay away from?
Thank you. And, well, like I said, I don't really... I guess you said what kind of magic. There's no real rhyme, reason, or structure to my practice. I kind of just... I do what resonates with me, and it's kind of a blend of all of them, along with my own. You know, like, I burn the sage, I sometimes I'll use the herbs or salts, crystals. I love crystals. I am a crystal girly. I'm honestly, I used to be ashamed of how many I was collecting in how short of a time. But some people have cabinets full of crystals, and now I don't feel so bad. So yeah, love crystals. Um, Candles. I use candles sometimes. Like I said, I don't really like fire. So if I usually use like battery powered tea candles, or I just don't use candles at all. But my practice is a blend of stuff. I seem to graduate more towards the pagan side. That energy resonates with me the most. Pagan and just some spiritual practices that I grew up with that just kind of feel right to me. Give me some nostalgia, I guess.
Cat A. Armor Love. You already are advanced for you to have seen anything. You have a lot of entail and you know what's going on. IDK. What would you say is the most interesting thing you've learned?
Just one. The most interesting thing I've learned. I think it's just the fact that no one is right. Like, no one is right. Everyone sees the world in a whole different way. And even if I think that way is utterly depraved and should not be allowed on this planet, like, everyone has their own weird perspective, and it's shaped by stuff. Everyone's perspective is shaped by stuff. Evil people are not the first to be evil, and good people are not the first to be good. And there's even people in between. It's just the fact that I've learned that no one is right. And as badly as I wish I could shake some people and be like, "Are you stupid? Look around!" I know I can't, because some of them just have their own views of the world. And I have my view of the world. And I'm going to stand on it.
Jim, what do you think about soulmates?
The soulmate thing, I'm honestly not entirely sure if I think that's. I mean, I'm sure it's true. I just haven't found mine yet. But I feel like there's probably somebody out there somewhere for everybody in this world. The thing is, we're all of us who are awakening right now, we are scattered. We are scattered all over the earth. There is not one place on this planet, I don't believe, that all of the chosen ones, awakened ones, incarnated celestials are bunched up together. We are all scattered about. Like, think about if the power goes out in your house. Are you gonna put all the candles and flashlights and lanterns in one room? Or are you gonna scatter them about so there can be a chance to have equal or close to equal light everywhere? So we're all scattered about here, but I believe our other halves are out there somewhere.
IDK. I love crystals too. What is your favorite crystal?
Again, just one. Favorite. My favorite crystal, if I had to pick just one, would probably be amethyst. I really like amethyst. But God, obsidian's great too. So is moldavite. I can't pick just one. They all have such amazing energy.
Angel Rosario. I need a crystal collection too. I really want all kinds of. Golden Brown family. Hi, nice to finally meet you. I watch your TikTok all the time. I wrote you a message telling you I feel you so intelligent and wanted to GWT to know you better. I have Ballad of Crystals that is favorite. Marshall McCorkle. Are there any magical texts that you wish you could have in Braille?
Oh, so many. Not even just specifically magical. Like I wanna get the Guru Granth Sahib in Braille. That's the holy book of the Sikhs. I just recently started studying that, like over a year ago now, just about 2 years. And I was originally doing it on Audible, just listening through it. It's a long book. It's like 92 hours. What the Sikhs will do, they have services in temples called gurdwaras, and some weekends, like on specific holidays, they will like spend 3 whole days in the temple reading through that whole freaking book. That whole freaking book. Like they'll take breaks, of course, in between, but it's like they will have multiple Granthis in there. That's essentially what they call their preachers reading from the book. And they don't diverge from the book. They don't like, give a verse and then use some sort of life example, modern example to talk about the verse. No, they're just reading straight from the book, and it's the people's job to sit and meditate and really take those words in and decipher them in whatever way their minds understand. So it's I like Sikhism. To me, the Sikhs are the ones who are the closest to getting it all the way right. And I would love to have their book in Braille, but they're really like stringent about who they let have a Guru Granth Sahib, even a print one.
Golden Brown family. At Marshall, that is unique thought cool. Armor love. I adore you, and I'll be back when you are live again. You have a fan.
Aw, thank you.
Jim. Yes, I am stupid. Jim. We're not allowed to gather. Jim. Sick and you shall find. Save highlight button. Jim. Sick and you shall find.
Somehow I didn't put that together. Sick and you shall, Okay then. Thank you for. I don't know how I didn't. Like some people say it's Sikh. I try to say it sick or no, because sick sounds like I have a cold. I like to say it that I'm a Sikh, but somehow I did not put that together. Yeah. All right then.
Golden Brown family. I am sad sailor all the way. Save highlight button. Golden Brown family. I am sad sailor all the way.
You're making a huge mistake. No, just I'm a little screwed up. So just like you don't know what you're gonna get. I don't know what I'm gonna create on any given day. I kind of just let my mind go wherever it wants to go in the moment. Most of my TikToks are made like spontaneously. I don't have scripts. I just kind of hit record and see where it goes. That's why that dancing video is there. I loved Rugrats. Cynthia, she's a really cool dancer. Cynthia, boogie to the groove. Now, I'm gonna get struck. I better stop. That that song, it made my body move, and I wanted to make my body move on camera. I thought it would be fun.
Be less than 3. Hi friend.
Hello.
Jim, you speak truth and it resonates. Save highlight button. Jim, you speak truth and it resonates.
Well, I try to. I'm speaking what is my truth. It's my, like I said, everyone has different perspectives of the world, and believe me, it's that ego again. It's that ego that wants to get mad and just tell people that they are just so wrong. But I can't, because everyone's in their own world. Even people right next to you are in their own world.
Golden Brown family, that is what makes you, you, and I am the same way. I love your personality and realness. Takes some real confidence to be on live or videos to the world.
Well, like I said, this is I used to do it on Periscope when I was younger, before I was as educated, and my lives there were even more cringe. I was still in high school when I had Periscope. Okay, so it was cringe, but honestly, you know what? Having access to that and exposure to like that many people around the world, and even just here in America, I think that kicked off the journey as a whole for me, even if I didn't realize it yet. Like, I had access to so much stuff in the world. I used to talk to a guy all the way in Germany on Periscope. I was talking to people like around the world. I had a friend in Florida. We were talking on Facebook for a while. Don't freak out, I was 18, so it wasn't weird. We were chatting for a while, and like he's obsessed. He loves boats too, specifically cruise ships. But Mariner respects Mariner, and like he's shout out to Cruise Habit. I don't even know what he's up to anymore, but like I was obsessed with his content for a good while. I bought 2 of his channel shirts. He had a whole website devoted to cruise related things. He'd go on cruises and like write vlogs for them. And he was doing periscopes every weekend. Saturday or Sunday. It might have been Sundays. He was streaming from Florida, from the Port Everglades or Port of Miami. Or sometimes Tampa, but mostly Port Everglades. He would stream for like 2 hours, just 2-3 hours, just watching the ships go out and talking to people, using chat for what it was intended to, answering questions about cruises. Like, he was awesome. He's the reason I got on I convinced my mom so hard to take us on our first cruise. Like, I didn't think I'd ever get to experience going on a ship, and then I started talking to him. My ship knowledge peaked, and I annoyed my mother so badly she paid for a 5-night cruise for my 20th birthday to shut me up. She didn't say that to my face, but I'm sure that's what she was thinking.
Save highlight button. Be less than 3. How do I get to speak more consciously? Golden Brown family, that is what makes you, you. Be less than 3. How do... Marshall McCorkle. Thanks, Captain. I'll try to catch your lives when I can because the Tickety Talk spooted me yesterday. Thanks again.
Aw, that sucks. You know, I saw something on the For You page just today, actually, that says, so apparently TikTok's back in the App Store, and like I saw something on the, like, it crossed through the back of my mind when that happened, when I got that message on my app, like, I wonder why. And then come to find out, I'm scrolling today and I see someone saying that apparently BlackRock, one of the big 3 corporations in the world, owns like 60% of TikTok now. So that's not concerning at all. Ugh.
Golden Brown family, you're brave and your knowledge is golden, and I feel you're chosen to send a message. You got talent in your soul, young lady.
Thank you.
Dragon S999. Hi.
Hello.
Save highlight. Button. Dragon S999. Hi. Golden brown. Dragon S9. Save highlight. Button.
I'm kind of just trying to keep the screen reader moving
Golden brown family. You're welcome.
to see if I can catch stuff.
Dragon S999. Hi. Golden brown family. You're welcome. Jim. Are you musical besides Cynthia?
Am I what?
Save highlight. Jim. Are you musical besides Cynthia?
Do I? What are you asking? Do I like other stuff? What? Besides the thing that I dance to, or what?
Marshall McCorkle. I laughed at a Daily Show joke and my page was gone within an hour. Jim. Are you musical?
Oh, am I musical? Okay. First of all, that's the Daily Show in wait, no, is that the one with Stephen Colbert, or am I thinking of something completely different? No, not Stephen Colbert. What am I on? The Lord's Lettuce. That's what I'm on. I'm thinking of the one with John Oliver, the British man who makes a lot of jokes.
Dragon S999. Have you ever heard of Pierre Saba? The only teachings I have encountered with extremely accurate research on angelic sailors. I think you'd find value on his information. Thank you for being you.
Pierre Savick. No, I have not heard of. I assume it's him yet.
Save highlight. Button. Dragon S999. Have you ever heard of Pierre Saba? Jim. Are you musical?
And
Dragon S. Save highlight. Button.
Am I
Dragon
musical?
S999. Have you ever heard of Pierre Saba? The only teachings I have encountered with extremely accurate
can
research on
sing.
angelic sailors. I think you'd find value on his
a little
information.
bit.
Thank you for being you.
I can sing a little bit. I did choir in high school and elementary school, but they didn't, grade school, but they didn't officially call it choir. They just called it music, even though the only music they taught us was how to sing. So, I did choir. I was a choir kid. But I feel like I could be a good theater kid. I have suppressed theater energy in me. And the only reason it's suppressed is because no one gave me that option to try it. You see, when you're visually impaired, a lot of things are just not even offered to you. Like, I didn't know that my high school had a drama program until I was like midway through senior year, and we passed by the drama classroom on a mobility lesson. Like, it just wasn't offered. And now I'm an adult, and I'm like, well, I want to get into theater, but I feel like at this stage, everyone knows everybody, everyone's already friends, everyone already knows what tech week is. Like, I get the concept, but I don't get why it seems to stir up deep trauma within every theater kid that hears those two words together. Like, it's just a week of rehearsals, right? How bad can that really? I've done a week of intense rehearsals for concert choir. Like, how much worse can it be?
Jim, does singing move you?
With certain songs, yeah. Some songs, if I get really into it, you can just feel it. Like right now, I have a Wicked obsession. With the musical Wicked. I watched that movie, and if you've seen Wicked, did anyone else catch the Holy Spirit in that theater or at home while watching it on streaming? I don't know what's in Cynthia Erivo's voice, but I fully believe that woman is like she's some sort of magic. She was channeling Elphaba. I don't believe that any story comes from nowhere. Writing is channeling, acting is channeling, and Cynthia Erivo was channeling Elphaba.
Marshall McCorkle. John Stewart. He's back. Or was. Peace, Captain. Golden Brown family, can you sing us something right now? I heard your raps and the lyrics were fire. You are very cool to me.
I don't really have anything on the mind right now, but if it comes, I will. I might let it out.
Jim, yes, I love Wicked. Golden Brown family, and what do you think of autism? My 3 years is autistic but genius. He taught himself Spanish and Korean and then was fully reading and spelling it too. Be less than 3. Amen. 3 exclamation marks.
Sorry, I'm just looking through them all
Jim,
before.
reality clanging goes hard.
Thank you. Before I answer.
Save highlight button. Jim, reality
Alright.
clanging goes hard.
So autism, find your words. I don't think it's a disability in the way that society wants us to think it's a disability. Does that make sense? Like, people are obsessing over something called the telepathy tapes at the moment. I haven't listened to it yet, but I've heard like bits and pieces. I absolutely feel that people with autism or any sort of mental quote unquote disability at this point, they have those are gifts, okay? They like sensory problems. That's just like a sensation to the energy around you. I have some of that. I can't go in crowd. I don't like going in crowds because, especially now that I'm like hyper aware of the abilities that I have, it hurts. I went out crystal shopping downtown during Lollapalooza last year, not knowing that Lollapalooza was in town, and I felt it before I got off the train. Okay, it was, crowds hurt. So that can be a gift and a curse. It can definitely be disabling. But I don't think it's a disability in the way that we're taught to see it as a disability.
Cap J. Anthony Johnson. Hi, I love your videos on TikTok. I'm one of your followers.
Hello, welcome to the shit boat.
Be less than 3. I love rose quartz smiling face. 2 hearts.
Rose quartz is cool. I have my first crystal was a rose quartz ball. My mother gave it to me. And it kicked off an obsession that's probably gonna last forever now.
Save highlight button. Be less than 3. I love rose quartz smiling face. 2 hearts.
And again, since it seems like we have some, I don't know if I heard a few new names. So I will say it again. If you're coming from my TikTok, you know that I am visually impaired or legally blind, and because of that, that voice that you're hearing in the background reading your comments, that's called a screen reader. Specifically, this screen reader is called VoiceOver, and it's a feature in Apple devices. I'm on my iPad right now. I don't have a proper camera, so it's kind of finicky with moving chats, and forgive me if I don't respond right away. I have to remind myself to stop rambling and check the chat every now and then, because it won't read automatically when it moves for some reason.
Save highlight button. Be less than 3. I love rose quartz smiling face. 2 hearts.
But that's VoiceOver is how I read, write, and like your comments and respond to them on TikTok.
Save highlight button. Be less than 3. I love rose quartz smiling face. 2 hearts.
Where else should I go?
Be less than 3. I'm Brittany. Nice to meet you. Found you through TikTok. Smiley.
Hello, Brittany. Why did my mind immediately go to some meme when you typed that? Is that a... No, that's... Don't say it. That sounds rude. But hello, Brittany. Welcome to the shitboat.
Save highlight. Button. Golden Brown family. I agree. I studied his hums to know what he felt and needed, and I'm in processing ASMR sensory sounds for kids who are nonverbal, hoping that the frequency in his hums. Be less than 3. I'm Brittany. Nice to meet you. Found you through Golden Brown family. I agree. I studied his hums to know what he felt and needed, and I'm in processing ASMR sensory sounds for kids who are nonverbal, hoping that the frequency in his hums.
Wait, be less than 3. Don't you have a... I don't even know if I can say that word on this on this app. But don't you have a Palestinian flag in your profile on TikTok? That's how I knew you were a sister. Anyone with that, like, instant follow. Over the last year and what, freaking... I've stopped counting at this point. Too long. Too goddamn long. But anyone with that flag, instant follow. Instant follow to the shitboat.
Golden Brown family. Can help others who are nonverbal. Be less than 3. I didn't hear you. What did you say?
I said, didn't you have a Palestinian flag on your TikTok? I don't know if I can say that the country name on this app. I was saying that if that's how I knew you were a sister. Anyone with that flag on their profile for the past year, and I've stopped counting. Too freaking long. Instant follow from me. I remember you having a Palestine flag on your TikTok.
Be less than 3. Oh no, I do not. Smiley. I have a blue heart on my bio. I'm from Texas.
Okay, sorry, I must be thinking of someone else then.
Microphone unmuted. Button. Golden Brown family. Can help others who are nonverbal. Be less than 3. Oh no, I do not. Smiley. Save highlight. Be less than 3. Oh no, I do not. Smiley. I have a blue heart on my bio. I'm from Texas.
Yeah, sorry about that. But Texas, that's pretty cool as well. I mean, not literally, but like, aside from the crazy politics there, it seems like I'd visit the state if it wasn't so risky. It's big. Texas is big. Why is it so big? I mean, it's the U.S. is big in general, right? But like Texas, there's so many memes and jokes about tech. I grew up on SpongeBob, okay? There wasn't there a whole episode where like freaking Sandy was homesick, and the whole episode is just jokes about Texas. I'd love to visit, go to a baseball game. I was gonna say Astros, but they did a lot of screwed up stuff in the MLB. So Rangers game. Yeah, I'd love to. It seems like a cool state. Young Sheldon was filmed there. I think they might have had a set, but it's based there.
Be less than 3. Yes, I'm in Dallas. LOL. It is Smiley. Where are you?
Chicago, Illinois. Born and raised right on the Great Lake, Michigan.
Be less than 3. Oh yes, Sandy Cheeks. LOL. Grinning face with cowboy hat. Be less than 3. Oh yes, I was born in Houston. Smiley. Golden Brown family. Would you go horseback riding?
No, my friend. I'm scared of animals in general. All right, I have no hate towards animals, but I'm scared. Again, probably a result of not being able to see well. But animals can bite. Even if people say they don't bite, they can. And if they do, I cannot dodge that. Even if they lick me, I cannot dodge that because I don't want spittle on my hands or my face. So, yeah, no. Mm-mm. Horses, I will look at them from afar. But, no, I'm too melanated for that. I will stick to my sailboats in 30 knots of wind on a rainy day, getting soaked through to the underwear.
Golden Brown family. Lol. Be less than 3. Love that cheap town. My kitten's name is Windy. My uncle calls her Windy City. Lol. Save highlight. Button. Be less than 3. Love that cheap town. My kitten's name is Windy. My uncle calls her Windy City. Lol. Be less than 3. Grinning face with smiling eyes and sweat drop. 2 hearts. 2 hearts.
Well, you know, now, especially that I'm flying a bunch of flags more regularly, I can confirm Chicago is pretty windy most days. It's there's some days where we get a good breeze and the flags just catching air. It's beautiful.
Save highlight. Button. Be less than 3. Grinning face with smiling eyes and sweat drop. 2 hearts. 2 hearts. Be less than 3. Smiling face with halo.
Sorry, my finger I keep holding the iPad to check the screen reader, and I just realized my finger was kind of covering the camera.
Save highlight. Button. Be less than 3. Smiling face with halo. Switch camera. Button. Be less than 3. Love that cheap town. Be less. Golden Brown family. What do you think of Point Nemo? What's that all about? And I'm so interested in that Antarctica ice walls in the ocean there.
Okay, so Point Nemo. One of my favorite maritime topics, even without the spiritual stuff that I now feel is true about it. It's just, like, not even looking at that, it's just a freaky part of the world. There is nothing out there. Okay? I don't remember at the current moment how far I said it is from everybody else, but it's like over several nautical, like thousands of nautical miles away from other people. It's a point in the geographic point in the Pacific Ocean. That's just, it's in a specific spot of the water, in such a specific spot where, like, the currents are kind of swirling. Like, it's in this specific point, there's no, the water is glass in this one area. There's no storms. It's just, like, the water is just calm. Nothing, like, no whales or anything swim there. It's just water with, like, I believe phytoplankton, and that's it. They, scientists actually call it an aquatic desert because there's just nothing out there. NASA dumps satellites in Point Nemo, which is a whole nother thing about littering the ocean. But, like, you're closer to people on the International Space Station at Point Nemo than you are to literally anybody else on your own planet. So that, like, even without the spiritual aspect, it is a bizarre place in the world. And that's why I think there is probably a portal there, either in the water or on the surface of the water, because that should not exist.
Golden Brown family. OMG, that is interesting. Can humans swim there?
No, you silly. They need to get out there by some sort of boat. I think sailors during so sailors are crazy, okay? something you need to know about people who race sailboats. We are insane. And there are a couple of races that take sailors with huge boats and a lot of money across the world, like across all the seven seas, all of the oceans, all the possible water. It's called there are two specific races. One is called the Volvo Ocean Race, and the other is called the Vendée Globe. Now, the Vendée Globe, both races take you around the world, so it takes nearly a year to do both. First of all, and sailors pass through Point Nemo in both, I'm pretty sure. But in the Vendée Globe is or no, I'm thinking of the Golden Globe. There's a couple of races. These are all around the world sailing races. The Golden Globe specifically, the Golden Globe Regatta. That is a race. If you look up Donald Crowhurst, if you want to not sleep tonight, look up Donald Crowhurst. He was the first. He was a sailor in the first ever Golden Globe Regatta. And you got me talking about sailing now. This might take a minute. The Golden Globe Regatta, they do it on boats that are not fitted with all the modern bells and whistles that you would expect on a boat. They're doing this round the world ocean race. It's nonstop. They don't even get a chance to stop in ports. They have to keep sailing nonstop around the world, like 300 days. All the oceans, all the storms. And they're like they have radar and all the safety technology, right? But like no modern fancy carbon fiber sails, nothing comfortable. Right? Nothing to make it faster. They're doing it on old boats. Like I think the rule is you can't have any technology on your boat that was made beyond 1967. Because that's when the first race was. So that's insane. Non-stop on old-ass boats with no real modern tech is insanity. Sailors are insane.
Save highlight. Button. Golden Brown family. OMG, that is interesting. Can humans swim there? Save highlight. Button. Golden Brown family. OMG, that is interesting. Can humans swim there?
I'm done yapping. If you needed to type, now's your chance.
Save highlight. Button. Golden Brown family. OMG, that is interesting. Can humans swim there? Microphone unmuted. Button. Golden Brown family. OMG, that is Golden Brown family. What do you think of Mermaid S?
You know what? They're probably real. I can't say. I've never been astral traveling under the water. I don't like under the water. I'll stay on the surface in a nice safe boat. I don't like the underwater. There's things under the water. This is how, you know what, mermaids probably are real, because I know that other stuff in the ocean is real. Stuff that doesn't even have to be theorized and thought about. Like, there are things down there that are scientifically proven to be real. And that's only that's only like 10% of our ocean that we are aware of. 10% of life that we know is down there. Like, what else? What else are we not seeing?
Golden Brown family and sirens.
Well, the sirens, honestly, I feel like sirens are more of a possibility. The way I see it, and maybe I've been reading too much fan fiction, but my view on like mermaids and sirens being real, again, they probably are, but I don't think it's like Ariel, you know? I think it's more like very intelligent giant fish thing. That's probably offensive to merfolk, but I mean, in a basic translation, that's what I feel like they are. Very intelligent. Like, think Subnautica, if you've ever heard of that game. I feel like it's like that, but really, really intelligent fish people with bioluminescence.
Golden Brown family. Me either lol. Be less than 3. Is it kind of like Bermuda Triangle? How frequency/portal is there?
Oh yeah, yeah. There are some parts of this world where the climate or the environment is in such a way, or the land is in such a formation around it that it forms a points of energy, if that makes sense. It forms points of energy around a specific area that open up all these weird doorways. There's a bunch of portals in the world. There's some in Alaska, like the Alaskan Triangle. If you've ever looked that up, there's a couple of. I'm pretty sure there's some in the Caribbean somewhere. Like anywhere, pretty much anywhere that's has a lot of nature. So there's a lot in the ocean. But like the Amazon, different deserts, the Grand Canyon. If there's a lot of nature, it's very likely that there's a portal somewhere in that part of the world.
Golden Brown family. Right eye watching how cities and other things are discovered under the ocean ls. La Venture Games. Vency. I do think mermaids are the same as how we portray them to be in movies and stories. A lot of it's distorted by word of mouth. Sirens and mermaids are somewhat one in the same in my opinion, that is. Be less than 3. I see dolphins in my dreams. Reminds me of Sirius.
That's beautiful. Now, again, I'm kind of scared of the underwater. I appreciate the underwater, but I will gladly stay in a nice, safe boat. You will never catch me diving, okay? Don't get me started on diving stories, all right? I've seen too much in that world.
Golden Brown family. I'd like to know more about the ocean and different oddities we have no clue of.
Trust me, no you don't. No you don't. You won't sleep for weeks.
Golden Brown family. Oceans scare me, especially how big the sea animals are, like WTF dinosaurs of the oceans. Shark and shit, oh no. Ellipsis.
Oh yeah, the deeper you get, the bigger they get and the freakier they get. I mean, like, I think, down in like the trenches, the Marianas Trench, you get that freaking, if you remember the movie Nemo, there's a scene where they're in, it's called the Midnight Zone. It's the part of the ocean that's so deep not even sunlight can reach, so it's just permanently dark down there. It's the part of the movie where Marlin and Dory are in the Midnight Zone, and they're getting chased by the fish with a light on its head. That's real. That's called an anglerfish, and it's very much real. Yeah, you believe me, you don't want to know all that's down there.
La Venture Games. Vency. Last night I went through my own rabbit hole and came to a thought saying stars are portals. IDK how true or false, but it was a thought.
Stars, I've been trying to uncrack something with that recently, because I've noticed when I sleep, when I dream, one of the things I've been frequently seeing in my corner of the astral recently are they look like stars. My mind perceives them as stars. I've never seen real stars. But they look like what I would assume stars to be. They're either green or like a magenta red or orange, sometimes yellow, blue or purple. They make the rainbow basically. And if I'm lucid enough to be able to jump in one, I have noticed I end up in different realms. Like once I jumped through a yellow one that looked like a sun and ended up somewhere that looked like an even more intense version of the Caribbean. Okay, it was tropical. So there is a huge possibility in that. There's a huge possibility in that.
Be less than 3. That makes sense. I heard Corpus Christi also has a frequency some sort 2 hearts. I would live in the water if I could LOL. Golden Brown family. Tell me more. Something crazy. Ellipsis.
Well, what about the ocean? There's just so many. Okay. Do you want to hear some screwed up? Who wants to hear some screwed up maritime ocean related stuff that I've learned over the years that I really wish I hadn't?
Golden Brown family. Oh yeah, with the light, yeah. Golden Brown family. I seen some footage of a submarine and they had footage of some crazy-ish. Be less than 3. I remember that part. Pulsating hard. Save highlight. Button. Be less than 3. I remember that part. Pulsating hard. Save highlight. But be less than 3. I remember that part. Pulsating hard.
But I've learned some shit about the ocean in my years being obsessed with boats. It isn't fun. It isn't fun out there. Humans, like I said, I love boats. I love the water. We should not be out there. Like, I'm just gonna say it right here and now. The ocean, space, and underground, humans should have never gone. We are not supposed to be there, okay? The ocean, first of all, if you've never been on a ship at night, it is dark. Like, it is dark. Like, it is ungodly dark, okay? Even with the moon, it's just a void out there. On my first cruise, Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Seas, I don't know if it's still the same today, but you could go up on the bow of the ship, the very tip of the ship, or as a lot of passengers called it, the Titanic deck. You could get up on the bow and do the King of the World thing. You could go up there, and I don't know what happened the day I did this. If guests were not supposed to be out there after sunset, and the crew just forgot to rope it off that night. But I went up there after sunset. There was no moon out. It was gonna rain later in the night. And I saw shadows in that water. That might have been my first experience with shadow work. Like, it was so dark. So dark. I immediately went back into the brightly lit ship because and then, like, I was out there for a minute, and then my brain started throwing in my mind, just imagine if you fell off this ship right now into the deep dark void of the ocean with no moon. Shut up, brain. That's my biggest fear. Going overboard on a ship and surviving. No. So that's number one. It's freaking dark out there.
Golden Brown family. Tell me. Golden Brown family. Bridges freak me out.
Bridges, here in Chicago, they kind of freak me out. Here's a gross story for you. If you ever come to Chicago and take a riverboat tour, there was a band in the, I believe, 2000s or the 90s, the Dave Matthews Band. I heard about this here on YouTube. It's called the Dave Matthews Band, and they were doing a tour, and they were apparently in Chicago one week, and their tour bus was driving over the river at one point and just dumped the band's collective shit into the Chicago River. Like, at that time, thankfully, people were trying to clean up the Chicago River, so there were supposed to be laws against that. But, they just thought, if we do it discreetly, on the bridge, like through the cracks, you know, the openings of the bridge, no one would notice. Unknown to them, they dropped their shit as they were dumping their dookie. A tour boat was passing under this bridge. No bullshit. Look it up. Dave Matthews Band, Chicago. You will find it. The people sitting on the like top of the. So yeah, bridges here freak me out.
Golden Brown family. Seems like the last year out of PPL we're going overboard.
Oh, the last year, yeah, I noticed that. I mean, usually it's rare on cruise ships. You have to be exorbitantly drunk to like unwillingly go off a cruise ship. You're either like really drunk and doing something stupid, or you're you cripplingly depressed and doing something impulsive. But we won't talk about that right now. But it's very hard to like unintentionally go off a cruise ship. You gotta be doing something to will that action into reality.
Be less than 3. It's okay, I would save you. Saluting face. Pulsating hard. Sparkles.
You'd be my Jack, huh?
Golden Brown family. Oh, he'll know.
Oh yeah. The ocean. It's dark out there, man. It's dark. Or were you saying that to the Dave Matthews shit on Chicago? Because I'm telling you, it's a real story, and it freaked me the hell out too. I'm never doing a riverboat tour again.
Be less than 3. Okay, that's my biggest fear. LOL. When I'm on the bottom of the bridge and a truck rolls over, knock on wood, melting face. Full moon with face.
Sorry if I've awakened that fear in all of you.
Arion. The ocean is like another planet.
It really is. I mean, it really is. Some people say that the ocean is space. The flat earthers. I'm not at that level of perspective yet. And I say yet because who knows? I could get to that brainwave, but I'm not there yet. But it really is. It's a whole nother world out there. It's another energy.
Arion. The ocean is like another planet. Golden Brown family. What do you think about the young kid who was on a graduation trip who was dared to jump in the shark-infested water?
Cameron Robbins. That was his name. I saw that video. I'm thankful I couldn't see the details of that video, but I saw enough. Like the way you see him disappear into the darkness. And fuck that one kid. That one kid that, like, as he was freaking just the ship was leaving and like you see Cameron Robbins like floating off into the void. This one kid is like, oh, bye, fuck you. To the end of the world and back again. Bit nightmares.
Cap G. Be less than 3. Yes, smiling face holding back tears. 2 hearts. Save highlight. Button. Be less than 3. Yes, smiling face holding back tears. 2 hearts.
There was another video as well. I think it was like pre-COVID, pre-C virus. Excuse me, YouTube. It was some man, of course. He thought it would be fun to jump off the balcony of his room on Symphony of the Seas. I think they were docked in Nassau in the Bahamas, and he jumped off his balcony into the water. And like him and his friends got banned from Royal Caribbean, as they should have been, because that what's wrong with you? Even if you're docked, that ain't cool.
Golden Brown family. The one that scared me was the Egypt one and shark attack screaming Papa help me. That one has me freaked out, so painful to watch.
I try not to watch too many shark related videos. I don't want to see that. I don't want to know. Again, I know enough about the shit that's under the water. I don't want to know how it's trying to kill us. You know, whales are like eating boats in some parts of the world. I don't know if that's still happening, but like last year, that was a major thing. Whales were eating boats or like biting off the rudders of boats.
Save highlight button. Golden Brown family. The one that scared me was the Egypt one and shark attack screaming Papa help me. That one has me freaked out, so painful to watch. Golden Brown family. I don't like sharks. My first time seeing a freight ship. OMG. Golden Brown family. The one that's Golden Brown family. I don't like sharks. My first time seeing a freight ship. OMG.
I personally, I haven't seen a freighter myself. I would want to. I might have and just couldn't see it. But it's, man, I love learning about shipping. It's a whole big industry with a lot of moving parts. And if those moving parts stop, we're all screwed.
Cap G. Save highlight button. Golden Brown family. I don't like sharks. My first time seeing a freight ship. OMG.
Let's see, what time is it? Should I keep going? Does anyone want a little bit more of this? Dang, it's 9:20. No. Yeah, like almost 9:30 already. Time flies when you're having fun.
Golden Brown family. I seen that orcas eating the boats. They say the orcas were trying to keep us out of the ocean.
Probably. I mean, with the amount, can you blame them? The amount of literal shit and plastic and chemicals that we've put into the ocean. Like, I don't blame them. There are corporations talking about mining the Pacific for minerals now to build more batteries for electric cars. Like, no shit, they were trying to keep us out of the ocean.
Save highlight button. Golden Brown family. I seen that orcas eating the boats. They say the orcas were trying to keep us out of the ocean. Save highlight button. Golden Brown family. I seen that orcas eating. Save highlight button. Golden Brown family. I seen that orcas eating the boats. They say the orcas were trying to keep us out of the ocean. Save highlight. But Golden Brown family. I seen that orcas eating the boats. They say the orcas were trying to keep us out of the ocean.
Sorry, I just keep checking for chats.
Golden Brown family. Are you serious? I hate electric cars.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. Look it up. They're talking about mining the Pacific for I think cobalt is what they said. Some mineral under the surface. And of course you know it's gonna screw with the sea life. There have been things on those cobalt rocks for longer than you and I have been alive, probably. So and they're just gonna tear it up and use it to make more money. Yeah. Deep sea mining. They're talking about it.
Be less than 3. There's a Titanic exhibit here down the street where I live. That'll be fun to visit one day. Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks.
Oh, that's cool. I've watched Titanic was really my first ship. You know, it was my first exposure to the maritime industry. Now I consider it kind of basic, honestly, with like the amount of just off the wall ships and knowledge that I have accumulated. I still love Titanic, don't get me wrong. I will always listen to a video about something, some new piece of Titanic related stuff, but for the most part, it's really a beginner ship. You know, everyone. It's so mainstream. It's like everyone knows Titanic.
Be less than 3. OMG, that's what I've been thinking. 3 exclamation marks. There's so much construction everywhere. Save highlight. Button. Be less than 3. OMG, that's what I've been thinking. 3 exclamation marks. There's so much construction everywhere. Save highlight. Button. Be less than 3. OMG, that's what I've been thinking. 3 exclamation
I need
marks.
to
There's so much
stretch.
construction everywhere.
I've been sitting for a minute in this hard chair. Give me a moment, sailors. I'm gonna try to make it, you know, maybe 2 hours even, maybe just over. I like talking, streaming, letting my consciousness flow, but I need to stretch. You know, have you guys heard about the planes falling out the sky? But you got to get up and move every now and then when you're flying. That's how you get blood clots. And that's why I say we absolutely need to bring back the days of boat travel, because planes are just they're not it. They haven't hit since what, like the 50s? Like ever since the jet came out. I mean, yeah, we're getting there faster, but it hasn't gotten more comfortable. It's just gotten worse.
Save highlight. Button. Be less than 3. OMG, that's what I've been thinking. 3 exclamation marks. There's so much construction everywhere. Save highlight. Button. Be less than 3. OMG, that's what I've been thinking. 3 exclamation marks. There's so much construction everywhere.
Can y'all still hear me? The chat looks like it stopped.
Save highlight. Button. Be less than 3. OMG, that's what I've been thinking. 3 exclamation marks. There's so much construction everywhere.
My internet can be a bit of a bitch sometimes.
Save highlight. But be less than 3. OMG, that's what I've been thinking. 3 exclamation marks. There's so much construction everywhere. Save highlight. Be less than 3. Be less than 3. There's a Titanic exhibit. Be less than. Save highlight. Button. Be less than 3. Yes. I also love stand up and stretch at work. I draw blood at an option office smiley.
At a what? Oh, is that supposed to be OBGYN? That's okay. That's cool. So, nurse, respect it. I respect it. Personally, I'm a giant scaredy cat when it comes to anything medical related. You know, but you know, I respect the people that do it, and I apologize if they have to do it to me, because I will turn into a 5-year-old at the mention of a needle.
Be less than 3. Yes. I also love stand up. Golden Brown family. So today I seen on YouTube articles of newspapers saying everyone on the Titanic survived and they were old newspapers, so many of them. Interesting, right?
Wait, what?
Be less than 3. Golden Brown family. So today I seen on YouTube articles of newspapers saying everyone on the Titanic survived and they were old newspapers, so many of them. Interesting, right?
Oh, yeah, that's the days before information traveled within the speed of seconds. Am I right? Damn, that's messed up.
Golden Brown family. So today I seen on YouTube article. Be less than 3. Yes. Be less than 3. Phlebotomist smiling face with halo.
I can't. really wager a guess on the official term of what, you know, what that means right now. But you know, cool, amazing job. You're doing good work out there. You, I'm sure you're helping a lot of women that need it. Oh man, I am sorry for the stuff that y'all are going through in your state. Sorry to bring down the energy, but if we're gonna talk about that position, like, I gotta at least acknowledge it.
Golden Brown family, right. Save highlight, button. Golden Brown family, right. Save highlight, button. Golden Brown family, right. Save highlight, Golden Brown family, right.
You know, I watched. I'm on political TikTok, honestly, more than I should be for my mental health. But like, I've seen the repercussions of what that ban looks like it's doing, and yeah, I am so sorry, girl. I'm assuming you're a girl, but yeah, sorry that it hurts my soul.
Golden Brown family, guess what?
Oh, what, my friend? What's up?
Be less than 3. I always wonder what they do with the serum though. 3 exclamation marks. Like the parts of the blood. Like do they put that on those things in the air melting phase?
Wait.
Golden Cap G. Be less than 3. I always wonder what they do with the serum though. 3 exclamation marks. Like the parts of the blood. Like do they put that on those things in the air melting phase?
What do they do with the? I mean, do you mean after you draw it? Like after you? Forgive my ignorance. I thought that you guys like did all of it. So you don't, like, when you take it, you don't put it through the centrifuge yourself. Because I mean, if that's what you're asking, that's what they do with it. You know, they put it through a centrifuge, and it separates the the red and the white cells. This is I sound stupid. You probably know, but that's just where my mind went.
Save highlight button. Be less than 3. I always wonder what they do with the serum though. 3 exclamation marks. Like the parts of the blood. Like do they put that on those things in the air melting phase? Golden Brown family. My son was in the ICU last week and transferred from UC Davis to San Francisco, and I seen the self-driving car. It was freaking weird and crazy. Ellipsis. Not too long ago the car all malfunctioned in the city.
First, I'm so sorry about your son. I will aim my amethyst tower west and focus it on your guys' energy. But yeah, those cars are strange. Have you guys seen Leave the World Behind? The Netflix movie made or semi-produced by the Obamas that came out in like 2023? Because I did. And spoilers. But there's a scene at one point where a bunch of Teslas get hacked, like mass hacked. They're basically just driving computers. I don't trust it. And more recently on TikTok, I've been seeing like self-driving Ubers or self-driving Lyfts. I don't know what's scarier, getting in a stranger's car or getting in a car with no one behind the wheel. There's a thought right there. Have fun with that.
Golden Brown family, causing a huge traffic jam. Be less than 3. Yes, I put it in centrifuge. Serum and plasma. You are actually on point. Yellow heart.
Yeah, I watched in my tween years I watched way too many medical related shows. It probably contributes to why I'm scared of hospitals today. I've watched so much shit. I was like 11, 12, 13 watching. Okay, does anyone remember a show called Dr. G Medical Examiner? It was this woman who was in Florida, somewhere in Florida. She was a what's the word, mortician. She literally worked on dead bodies, trying to determine how they died, and like the whole show was just episodes of it was like a mystery almost. You know, she'd do the autopsy, and there'd be, you know, all the crazy medical animations, and it would like basically tell a story of like, instead of like a mystery, but instead of who done it, it was what killed him. You know, it was insane. I learned so much scary shit from that show. Like there's so many ways you can just instantly, without realizing it, brain aneurysms. Worst, like scariest thing. They can just be there like balloons ready to burst and you don't even know. Or aneurysms in general.
Cat B. Golden brown family. Yes, exactly. Be less than 3. Hands with medium skin tone pressed together. Pulsating hard. Be less than 3. Oh heck no. Golden brown family. My dad was telling me to get away from this Tesla whose car was sparking because he was putting about how dangerous the lithium batteries were.
Oh, lithium especially, yeah. Those can blow up. Okay? I have a gel blaster that I have for like self-defense and stuff. Those are lithium batteries. And that can blow up if not, like if they're damaged, those can catch fire and blow up. Like they're risky.
Golden brown family. I love DRG.
Oh yeah, I mean, aside from how screwed up the show was, she was like, it was good. It taught me a lot of stuff that I wish I didn't know, but it was good.
Cat G. Golden brown family. She's good at her work and she was so serious she was made to be a mortician. She's very good at her job.
I do wonder like how much of that was real though, you know, because a lot of reality TV is not like, it's not real, right? So. I do wonder, like, were there just camera people in a morgue just filming autopsies? Like, I feel like that's weirder than just faking it, right? Just in there filming her cutting open skulls, and like it was a strange show, but an educational show.
Be less than 3. Oh, I never seen this. Love it. 3 exclamation marks. Smiling face with hearts. 3 smiling face with hearts. Yellow heart. Yellow heart. Golden brown family. My dad was telling me to get away from this Tesla whose car was sparking because golden brown family. She could tell every step of how they died. Golden brown family. Right. Ellipsis. And there was some gruesomeness. Save highlight. Button. Golden brown family. Right. Ellipsis. And there was some gruesomeness.
I also used to watch a show that was more dramatized. It was called Untold Stories of the ER. That one was just fucked. Okay, that one was, even if it was all dramatized, it was fucked. The amount of, to any doctors out there watching this, ER doctors especially, the amount of shit you see, sometimes literal. Salutes to you, my brothers and sisters. That is a hard life.
Golden brown family. Ones. Save highlight. Button. Golden brown family. Ones.
Should I take another? I wonder if I should have another puffy puff. I don't know how much. Do y'all want to stay any longer, or like have you had enough sailor for one night. I might do these every Saturday if people are interested.
Be less than 3. Face with tears of joy. Face with tears of joy. Save highlight. Button. Be less than 3. Face with tears of joy. Face with tears of joy. Be less than 3. I used to watch A Haunting. Ah, when you said brain aneurysm, it reminded me of my aunt. She crossed to other side BC of that sparkles.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's a scary way to go. Just like not knowing it's there, and then all of a sudden it just bursts, and like you just. I mean, like I said in one of my TikTok videos, though, like death, when your consciousness departs this body, it can go anywhere. We're only sad about it because we can't go with them. Like it's sad for us, but it's freedom for them. You know, never forget that.
Golden Brown family. You're up all night now. We are not TLK until you pass out, JK.
No, y'all don't want to see that. The last thing I want to do in my first video is fall asleep on a stream. Besides, I talk in my sleep, or at least I've been told I talk in my sleep. I don't trust it.
Be less than 3. It's okay. She's here with us always. Love her, Rose. Pulsating hard. Smiling face with halo. Save highlight. Button. Be less than 3. It's okay. She's here with us always. Love her, Rose. Pulsating hard. Smiling face with halo.
So you've since you mentioned you're in Texas, be less than 3. I gotta ask, have you seen any of the obnoxious mega churches? Like, let's talk about that, shall we? The mega churches. That ain't no temple. You know that, right? Even if you are Christian, like that is not. There's no God in there. I've seen concerts from like Lakewood Church, I believe is the biggest one. There's no God in that building, okay? It's a theater. They're doing productions. The services, it seems like they were rehearsed. That what do? They do like 6 a day? They're each 45 minutes, maybe more services than that per Sunday. That ain't no church. They have people in there like donating 6 figures. You know, the pastor's not making community. That ain't no church. That's a weekly show.
Golden Brown family. Alec Wright. Really, my sister does that. We are not be hearing you in the astral kicking ass. Be less than 3. Message retracted.
Oh, you might have said something. It might have blocked it.
Cat B. Be less than 3. I agree. Be less than 3. God is inside me. Save highlight. Button. Be less than 3. God is inside me. And my church can be here at home. Although I do enjoy worship music. Musical notes.
Oh yeah, yep. We have the best worship music. If you, well, I don't know if you're talking about Southern Baptist worship music or like I feel terrible saying it. White people worship music. I mean, some of it's good, right? Some of it is good, but let's be honest here. Most of the white people worship music is kind of ass. I'm sorry, but it is. It's just a song that gets stuck in your head. Like there's nothing to it. I'm sorry, it's ass. All the Southern Baptist music hits. You feel it. It's powerful. Like there's not a. Okay, there might be some songs that are just not of my time period that I feel are not good. But like every Southern Baptist worship song, you feel it. There's real praise in there. There's real energy.
Cat B. Golden Brown family. And BTW, I love Yorbs and claim in your video on it.
Thank you again.
Golden Brown family. Grinning face with smiling eyes. Save highlight. Button. Golden Brown family. Grinning face with smiling eyes.
Yeah, I haven't been to a church in years.
Save highlight. Button. Golden brown family. Grinning face with smiling eyes.
But honestly, I feel like at some point I'm going to go, if for nothing else, to look look my family's bishop in the eyes, and tell him all the ways that there is no real God in him, that he's probably doing darker witchcraft than I am, and just won't acknowledge it.
Be less than 3. I was saying I was going to sleep pulsating hard. And nice talking to you and love Yahoo. I love all musical notes. LOL like on 1 second let me look it up I forgot the name.
Well, alright. Yeah, I'm, like I said, I might be getting off of here in a minute too. Because it's been like over 2 hours. And I think that's appropriate when you're new to the world of streaming. And not playing any games or anything to keep people entertained. So I might do this again, maybe next Saturday. Hell, maybe tomorrow. You know what? I'll make a TikTok before I pass out. See if anyone wants some strictly spiritual live streaming on a Sunday. You know, talk more about Lucifer, piss off some more Christians. Piss off some Jewish Israelis. I don't. That's probably a subject I can't touch with a 100-foot pole on the internet. But I'll make a TikTok before I go to bed. See if anyone wants to go to church tomorrow.
Golden brown family. Well, I have to go, friend. My son is claiming my phone for Junie, Tony, and Kokobi.
Well, all right. I hope you guys have a good night.
Jim, I got hot and ready pizza.
Hey, that sounds good. Where'd you get it from? And what's you got a preference? I'm basic. I'm personally a cheese girl myself, but sometimes I will get crazy and have sausage or pepperoni. My grandmother brought back pizza with pineapples a few weeks ago. Scraped off the pineapple because I am a woman of the divine, and I refuse to mix that combination together on my taste buds.
Save highlight. Button. Jim, I got hot and ready pizza. Be less than 3. CC Winans Holy Forever is name of song smiley pulsating hard.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll have to check it out.
Save highlight. Button. Be less than 3. CC Winans Holy Forever is name of song smiley pulsating hard.
Let's see. Time again. Yeah, it's like 9:50. I'll probably sign off in a bit, make a TikTok, see if anyone wants to have church tomorrow. But thanks to the few people that decided to hang out with this mess of a sailor.
Cat B. Golden brown family. No Hawaiian I hate pineapple on pizza. Ellipsis. Sweet dreams.
Thank you, and sweet dreams to you as well.
Save highlight. Button. Enable retouch. Button. Microphone unmuted. Switch camera. Chat options. Share. 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 Button.
Now we don't know how to turn it off. Great.
Share. Chat options. Switch camera. Microphone. Enable retouch. Save highlight. Be less than 3. Grinning face. Pulsating hard. Good night. Golden brown family. Golden brown family. No Hawaiian. Be less than 3. Message retracted.
Ignore my close-up. I'm sorry.
Finish. Button.
There it is. All right. Good night, everyone. Maybe see you tomorrow. Maybe see you next Saturday. I'm not sure. We'll see. Good night.
Alert. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Cancel. Button. End. Button.